Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition. Um, okay, today, as you can see, this is where we left off from yesterday, and we want to set up for today, put our entries, take profits, stop loss. All right. I think today will be more of a sell, but this morning will be more of a sell. Okay, here you go. Entry point fixed, stop loss. The red bar below is for the entry point. The red bar on top is for the entry point. If it buys, the top bar will be our entry point. If it sells, the red bar below will be our entry point. And at the same time, if it sells, the red bar on top will be our stop loss. And if it buys, the red bar below will be our stop loss. I don't know if you understand that. The blue lines are for take profits. If it buys, the blue line above will be the take profits. The blue line below will be the, the take profits if it sells. So that's how we do it over here. We're just going to check for our pip size, what we are risking, and what the profits. You know, I use 1:1 risk ratio, but here we have my strategy is a 1:1 strategy, but it is always right 90% of the time. 90% of the time. I rarely have a trade that goes against my strategy. Really. I think where I usually have issues is more of the when I first started trading this strategy, when I started having these 82 pips. As you can see, if it goes to buy, that will be our take profit 48 to risk 48, 43 pips. 43 pips to risk. So if it goes for a sell, we'll make 113 pips. That's 114 pips. And we are risking 42 pips. So that is, almost 1:3. We're good to go. All right. So I was saying something before. What was I saying? So how we are going to do this is when the my risk to reward ratio for my strategy is 1:1, but which has a 90% win ratio, unless when I have losses most of the time is when I didn't control my trade well. I actually had that problem when I started out with this strategy, you know. Managing my risk was hell. I even blew a prop firm account trying to do that, but we've gotten better over time, working on our psychology. Okay, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm waiting for a breakout. So that's basically what I'm doing. Let me let me try and make this video short. I want you to remember something also that we are trying to stay in the game for a long period of time. It's not just all about winning. It's about staying in the game, being consistent. We want to develop characters that will help us stay in the market for long. If you're wondering why I'm trading 1:1, is it workable? Yes, it's workable mathematically. I can be profitable. I can even be more profitable than someone who takes a 1:3 risk to reward. Yeah, because if my strategy wins me 90% of the time, then guess what? I'm always right 9 out of 10 times and I take only one loss. So my My trades are consistent. My profits loss are consistent. My break even is consistent. So over time, I'm profitable. Okay, you see this now is breaking below the red candle. Once it closes below that red candle, we are in for a trade. You need to be profitable over time. You need to be profitable over time. That's what makes you a professional trader. Not how many wins you have now, how big your wins are now. Because the truth is, you can win big and lose everything to the market. Why? Because you don't have the discipline that is going to keep you in the long run. It is better you make consistent profits than make big profits and lose it all to the market. So our target is on discipline. Do you understand? It's on discipline. Okay, our strategy is about to play out. Let me try and get in this trade. Whoa, did you see that? Let's enter a sell and so then I don't know why it always does this. When you jump in on the sell, it will not jump up. Okay, so but we've entered the sell. Let's see how this plays out. All right. Yeah, it's been a bit slow. It's just playing around. This is where we entered from, the red candle, and this is where we are. That's come back to um, our entry point and entered. But like I told you, mindset is everything. You have to trust your strategy, trust yourself, trust your skill, and deliver professionally so that you are profitable. Yes, you take it like you've put in your money and whether you win, whether you lose, so long as you deliver, trusted your strategy. That is why you must not risk too much and you must not risk too little because you must risk enough to be able to scale and make good profits, and you must be able to risk little to stay in the game for a long period of time, to be able to take trades, a lot of trades. For example, I I risk 1%. If you're doing taking very high risk, you can risk as much as 2%. If you're someone that is very impulsive and you want it sharp sharp, you can do 2%. But if you are someone that is conservative, more on the conservative side, you can risk as low as 0.5%. Maybe you're someone that if you lose, it will pain you so much. You can do 0.5% of your capital per trade. And if you're like me, that you don't mind risking, you're just somewhere in the middle, let me put it like that. What do? You minimize your risk and maximize it at the same time by trading with 1%. 1% is perfect. When you do that 1%, you know, for me, I think that is the best choice. So I stick with 1%. I left for anywhere. It's been really slow this today. I don't know what's going on. The market has been really, really slow. But anyway, my trades usually take about an hour at most. I trade only once a day, so you know. So after this trade, I'm done for the day. I trade once a day, every day. So as you see this, it's been slow. So I'll just keep you updated and we move from there. But so far, so good. I think we're about almost 50% through the trade. Let's see how it goes. So this is what we're going to do here now. going to draw a trend line because it seems it's now trend line has even broken through. Some like this. Okay. There will be another one here. There will be another one up here. Let's just be another one up here. Let me draw that properly. Okay. Let me draw that properly. Okay, so whichever one breaks through, whichever one breaks through. We have one here. I'm hoping this breaks this line. If that red candle breaks that line, we are good to go. Just continue with our sell. So that's basically it. There's a resistance there in this last candle I just drew horizontally. So if it closes below that horizontal line I drew, then we'll just continue with our sell. So fingers crossed. Let's see how it ends. I told you it's all about the mindset. You have to stay strong when you see the market dancing around. And that's why you also need to understand candlestick patterns very well. It is very essential to be successful in this market. As a newbie, if you don't understand candlestick patterns, it will make you make mistakes a lot. You get out of trades too early or too late. What's making me stay in this trade, giving me assurances because I understand candle patterns. And what I'm seeing here is telling me to stay in the market. There are things I would see that I would know I should get out of this market. So, but I've not seen any of that yet. And I know my onions very well with candlestick patterns. So that's it. So just understand candlestick patterns. My stop loss, if this candle doesn't break that brown line resistance I drew, if it doesn't break it, I'm just going to start trading with my stop loss. Do you understand? All right. It broke a brown line, but so we're just going to stay in this game, wait for take profit. That's why I said you have to understand candlestick patterns and how they plot. There's a trade inside a trade. So let's just keep watching and let's see where this is gonna take us to. So I'm waiting for my take profit here. All right, I'll see you guys at the end of this video. And it has just, taken me down. So, like I told you, skill, 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 skill. You know, understand candlestick patterns, how they are moving. There's no need to be scared of will it go my way, will it not go my way when you're in a trade. You just have to stay focused, learn the skill, and you're going to be better for it. Okay? All right, I'll see you. I'll see you at the end of the video. Here at this point, I'm just going to use a trailing stop. I brought my stop down here. At this point, I'm just gonna use a trailing stop. So I've broken even. I've brought down my stop loss to this level. So we're just going to watch it. However it plays out, we just take it from there. So hopefully this hits take profits. This is how we play over here. Thinking whether I should take the I'm thinking if I should take the stop loss a bit forward closer to my entry, but I want to make at least 1/4 of my money I made in this market. So that's why I just left it down here. So even if it hits break even, you're good to go. So it just hit us out, just tapped us out. Yeah, we closed at break even. It was a good break even. At least we took 1/3 of our profits. So with this point, it came up to this is where this is where I took my profit. I took my profit around here. Nevertheless, I'll still do a video of what happened at the end of the day with this trade to see if we made the right choice or So let's just see. Actually, this trade I was supposed to follow it with a break even. I think I should have traced it after I broke this point. I should have just followed it down to here. I made a mistake. Nobody's perfect. But I've just been following with a trailing stop. I could have got out with a lot much more. But at least we got out with something. No regrets. So, but next time, what I'll do is after this struggle at this point, we broke through. I'd have just followed it with a break even, a trailing stop. So, but we are all good. As you can see, it's just shooting up. It's shooting up. I think this sell is done. I was expecting it to get to this point at least up to here. 3376. This to tap 3376. But it came close. See what it's doing. So that's why you have to be wise about your trades. As you can see, it's heading towards that. Our stop loss was somewhere around, let me see. I think this is where we took entry. Yeah, this is our entry point. Just about here. It has come to our entry point. Our stop loss was around here. So it's coming way back up. Let's see what happens from here. If the funniest thing is, if it gets back here, if it doesn't cross this line, if it doesn't cross this entry point, I may do a lower entry. If it doesn't cross here, if I check it, it doesn't cross this red line, it drops back down. It doesn't close above this red line. These are entry points. I think I may just enter the trade again. That means it will tap here and come back down and probably hit our take profits. So let's see how it goes, how it plays out. It has plotted two more candles that went below. I said I was going to re-enter this trade because it's probably going to come down and hit our take profit. Well, guess what? As I said, if it closes below this red bar, that we're just going to re-enter the trade and come down because it's probably going to come down and hit our take profit. Now, I'm going to do something. I won't enter the trade. I'm going to stick to the plan, stick to our strategy. Why? Because it is not sustainable. We want precision, we want a sustainable character that we are going to keep following. It may make me profit in this trade, but in the long run, I will have more losses than profits from this kind of move. So what are we going to do? I will not enter the trade. Do you understand? We want consistent character, which we are going to build on, and from there, we are going to work with to creating a system. So stick with me, guys, for discipline, for focus, for the long term. We are going to be trading for the long term. We are not doing any short term profit making, strategy. All right. Okay. I'll probably see you in our next video. Like, subscribe, and stay with us for winning mentality. Thank you. Guys, you see, he came to our stop loss, he hit our stop loss. So it's good we got out of the trade. That's what I'm telling you, that it is better to do the needful, because these kind of things will stop you out more. You take losses if you're not well disciplined. So discipline just saved us. You saw it live here. All right, thank you.